Everybody and listen good, there's a brand new band in your neighborhood. You may not have heard us before. We're gonna rock this joint like never before. Come on everybody, it's a Saturday night and yeah, we're gonna rock tonight.
You're a carpenter, you work with wood. Where does the love for steel and stuff come from?
It's more the love of vintage cars, everything old. This specific body style comes from my childhood days. I grew up on a farm in the Karoo, in a little village near Langsburg. And there was a car like this lying in the farmyard that I used to play in when I was a little boy. And for many, many years, I've been tempted to go and find this wreck. 5, 6 years ago, I decided to take the step and do it. And that's where the whole project started. I started looking and advertising everywhere because this is specifically what I want. And I drove past one while on the bike, and I chased after the guy and I stopped. He says, "What is that?" And he told me what it is. And that's when I started looking for parts. Started the project, and about a year into the project, I said to my wife, "You know what, I want to drive out there and see if the original wreck is still there." So I drove out to the farm, met the new owner. I said to him, "You know, up in the kloof, there's this car wreck that I used to play in when I was a little boy." He said, "I didn't even know it's there, but if you can find it, sure, you're welcome." I walked into the mountains there and I found exactly where we left it in 1974. And the moment was so big. It was like overwhelming. It was, and I remember I've seen this the last time since I was 6 years old, and it was exactly the project I'm now already a year into the build. Of course, you know, that was now a wreck. So yeah, and the farmer said to me, "Look, you're welcome, take it. Whatever you can use." So I went back the next weekend and I took everything off it that I could. So there's a lot of that original car in here. This is a 1948 sedan delivery. There's a Jaguar XJ6 rear end in it. Same in the front. Front is also Jaguar. It drives comfortably. It's safe. It drives like a modern car.
Motor? Can we have a look at the motor
Yeah, sure.
while we're here? Oh, that is beautiful, eh?
That's a Chev 327. Not much modifications done to it. It's tied to a 350 turbo automatic gearbox for comfortable driving. And then, as you can see, yeah, a lot of chrome work, a lot of detail into fuel lines, brake lines, that kind of thing.
This color on the car is absolutely amazing. What's the name of the color?
That's called Inferno Red. I saw the color on a little model car from, it's one of Chrysler's colors actually. It's a very expensive paint, unfortunately. There's 3 stages in there. There's a silver underneath it, and then the red over that, and then the clear over that. This steering wheel is done in curly maple, Joe. There's quite a bit of detail that went into there. There's of course the original steel ring inside, and there's 8 pieces of maple done for it, so you got contrasting grain. 4 halves, and then 4 halves with a hollow inside, and everything was molded together and then machined down from there. All the instrumentation inside the car is still the original, and then I've got modern gauges tucked away there.
Now you redid all the little, was it knobblies and everything on the car?
I all turned that out of the same curly maple to make it match the steering wheel. And in the back where it was originally a delivery van, there's a mattress in there now.
Oh, nice.
So yeah, I should have had this car when I was a much younger man. Eh?
Exactly. This is project number 1, and it means that this is project number 2?
Yes, that's project number 2. Joe, this project you can actually say happened accidentally. I was looking for hubcaps for that project, and a friend of mine called me one day. He said, "I found hubcaps for you." He says, "Only one small problem. The guy won't part with the hubcaps without the pickup. You got to take the whole pickup." And I thought, yo, I didn't really need another project. Just in over my eyes with that one. So I thought, I'll go look. Shouldn't have done that.
Yeah, it's
Hooked.
always a problem.
Saw him lying there on his belly in the veld. He was intact. Everything was there, which actually made it a much cheaper and a much easier project than that one. This was actually a restoration. This one is totally stock standard, like it came from its mother. So everything was literally just a case of taking apart, cleaning, making nice, but she was stripped down, right down to bare metal. The whole body was off, was a bare chassis, and every bearing, every seal, every bolt and nut is either zinc coated, chromed, or, and then as you can see, I put a new load body in.
Oh, that's beautiful.
The load body is made out of curly maple.
Now, you did some fabrication to this car as well?
For some reason, the old timers, there where the car broke down or stuck, they just left it there. And then 30 years later, it's still there. So they normally rot away around the bottom edges. So those are all the bottom ends is all patch panels. What I do with patch panels is when it's rotten away, I fix with something easy like plaster of Paris. Smooth it out to a perfect shape and then make a fiberglass mold of that. Now that fiberglass mold I pull off and make a casting out of that, and then hammer steel into that and make the original steel part, then cut out, weld in, and so
It's a long process, but I mean, it must be more effective
and reliable. I mean, I've given it a second life now.
exactly.
And that's the business end of the 53, Joe. Nothing special, the good old stock standard 6-cylinder that's in there. Very basic. It was built to be a workhorse, you know. This is again everything is overhauled. There's not one bolt, one bearing, one nut that wasn't replaced. So there was, even though it's stock standard, there was a lot of attention paid to detail.
You've got one more project that you wanted to show us.
Yeah, sure.
One that apparently has taken enormous amount of fabrication.
We can go and have a look, but we'll have to take a drive to get there.
I'm all about the driving. So, shall we take the delivery?
Yeah, let's take the delivery.
Go!
Tonight we'll gather around and hear the beat. You can't sit still, gotta move your feet. Come on down, old and young, gather around, gonna have some fun. Come on everybody, it's a Saturday night and yeah, we're gonna rock tonight. We'll gather around and don't be square. You can't find a partner, use a wooden chair. It doesn't matter what you do, don't you stand on my blue suede shoes. Well, Cindy Lou is doing the hop, Peggy Sue is doing the bop. The girl outside, ready to jive. Come on everybody, keep this party alive. Come on everybody, it's a Saturday night and yeah, gonna rock tonight. Well, do 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 do.
Oh, wow, look at that. She
Sure.
is beautiful. What year is this?
This is a 1931 Dodge Brothers. It is a very rare one. The Dodge Brothers are, there wasn't very many of them made, and that still survived. So I drove all the way to Willamore and found it in the veld there where it was lying, most probably where its owner left it because it broke down there. And there was really very, very little left. It was rotten away. There was no sills in it. There was no floor in it.
Take it, you're going more street rod with this one, because I mean, I see you've got a Jag front suspension. And
It's a 302 Ford. So yeah, going more street rod here. I made a whole lot of modifications to the body. Don't ask me why, I can't answer you. I just wanted to see if I can do it. This was a 4-door. Now, it had this, had a rear window and it had an extra window here. So what I did is I shortened the whole car by 8 inches, 200 millimeters. Cut the chassis, cut it through there, cut it through there. Now, a 2-door car, the door is much longer than that on a 4-door car because the seat's got to be able to flip up for the person to get in the rear seat. So what I did is I cut the front part off the rear door and I added this onto the front door there. Same that side. Cut that off and added that on here. There you can see the mark where I've added it on. So now because this came, the whole car became 200 millimeters shorter and I've removed that window. So I've added that 200 millimeters in there to be able to have this window and that window equal sizes. Now with that being equal sizes, this was too high. The whole window looked too big, but I didn't want to go the American roof chop way. So I thought of another solution. I've cut it right on the belt line, cut it right through there, and then I've added in 40 millimeters. So I lifted that sill, lifted that up. Now the window became smaller that way. Now that belt line lines up exactly with the windscreen line there. So people who don't know what I did, if they look from the outside in, they wouldn't be able to tell what happened here, which is what I really wanted to achieve.
Yeah.
I didn't want the chopped look, wanted it to look original.
Yes, that was a lot of work. And like you said, at the bottom, everything was gone. How much of the bottom did you have to replace?
This is all new, that's new, that's new. This is new door skins, this is new skins. This is all new. I made fiberglass glass castings, and this whole thing was newly fabricated and welded in. There you can see the welding marks.
Yes.
This is new, that is new. And then of course in those days the roof, it had a vinyl fill-in roof with over chicken mesh. And with all the changes that I've done, I thought I want to close the roof because I want the car to be nice and quiet inside. So I filled the roof in with sheet metal work as well. Still a lot of work needs to be done on the roof.
I see she's got quite a few bends.
Yeah, there's still a lot of work there. My friend, my favorite spray painter, who's done my other cars, I leave that part up to him. Joe, this is Joe, that's Jannie Volskenk, Auto Pro, that's his business. And he's my friend I leave all my panel beating and spray painting to. He's old school panel beater. He doesn't do layers and layers of body filler. He does old fashioned shrinking and stretching. This is the fenders that's going on the barriers that you see there. As I said to you, I had very little to work with. Those runner boards over there was non-existent. I didn't have any.
So these are all brand new fabrications?
Those are brand new fabrications. And then originally this had the two spare wheels in the front fenders over here. There was two tubs in here. But with the look I created on the car, I thought I didn't want that's going to clutter the look. So I've closed them up. And then rear fenders, there was very little. Actually, there's very little left of the original. The whole thing is new fabricated and mostly patch panels.
And you can see from the inside here all the pieces that had to be welded in and added in to get the
literally
lines and stuff.
The only part left of the original fender is this part over here. This is all patch panels.
All patch panels. Well, look, it looks like you guys have your hands full. So, Francois, thanks for taking us today and showing us all your cars and your passion and your love. And I hope all the best, and let me know when they're done so we can get them in the magazine.
Will do, Joe. Thank you for your time and really
Thanks,
appreciate.
Excellent.
Thank you.